Hi everyone, Kate Evangelista here. Welcome back to my channel. I wanted to take a moment from the regular scheduled programming, meaning this is not a cooking video, this is not a haul, and this is not a reaction to a Gilmore Girls episode, which, by the way, I realized that in my first reaction video, the audio of the episode was not recorded with the video, which I'm very sorry about. I fixed the problem, so episode 2 will be so much better, I promise. I hope that you join me then, and I hope that you could watch the episode prior to that so that you can interact with me after you watch my reaction video for that on Tuesday, which is going to go up on Tuesday. But today, I wanted to do something a bit authory. As you know, I am a young adult author, and I also do write new adult, which is basically pretty much adult novels as well. And I wanted to do something authory today, which is there is always something exciting that happens in an author's life when they have a book that's about to come out or has come out, is that they receive author copies of their novel, which is a physical copy of your book, whether it be in hardback or in paperback. And if you are traditionally published, you if your book first comes out in hardback, you get, it depends on the publisher, but usually you get 20 hardback copies of your book. And then once the paperback comes out about a year later, you get, it depends also on the publisher, you get between 5, 10 to 20 copies of the paperback, which is also so exciting because sometimes they do a different cover for the paperback. But anyway, in my publishing journey, if you are new to my channel, my publishing journey actually started with an agent, but that didn't work out for whatever reason. We don't have to talk about that now anymore. Safe to say, I was a young writer. I was naive. I didn't know anything about the business, and all I had was a dream and a prayer, and it didn't work out. So uh, after that, I dabbled with the idea of self-publishing because at the time, Amanda Hawking, is that her name? I forget. Starts with an H. Anyway, Amanda starts with letter H. You know her. She's a big author in self-publishing. Um, and I think she was one of the first young adult authors to sell 1 million copies of her book, self-published. And then she then transitioned to traditional publishing. But I was toying with that idea until I landed my first book deal with a small press, which was Crescent Moon Press at the time. They are now defunct. They've since closed, which is quite sad. Um, and then I moved on to medium presses like Entangled and Omnific Publishing. My books for Omnific Publishing are still available. And then I moved on, and I was lucky enough to get selected for Swoon Reads for their 3rd season. So that's when I moved on to traditional publishing. And finally, after years and years and years of looking, I finally landed with my agent soulmate. And I am so excited to work with her and to go on sub with her and to finally, um, God willing, announce new projects that are to be published in the future. So along the way, I actually mentioned in my publishing journey that 2019 was the hardest year of my life. I am 37 years old. I consider myself privileged because and blessed because I have a roof over my head. I don't have to worry about where I'm going to get my next meal. I have a secure day job. I teach. I write, and never wanted for anything in my life, and I choose to live a simple life and a quiet life. And 2019 was a brutal year, brutal year for me. And it culminated in the fact that my father passed away, and we are actually heading into his 1 year death anniversary on August 30. Now, why am I mentioning that? It's because my author copies for Impulse, here it is, arrived this morning, and I published with Harmony Inc. Press, and they are exclusively LGBTQIA plus publisher. And this book actually has bi representation. But why I wanted to talk to you about this today is because I wrote this book when I was still with my first agent. That was almost a decade ago. And this book has had many incarnations. It was once contracted with another with Entangled, and thank goodness they returned the rights to me. It was never published under them, and I it sat in my computer gathering dust, as they say, for a very long time until finally I stumbled upon Harmony Inc. There's their logo right there, Harmony Inc. And I said, why not give it a shot, right? Because this is my racing novel. I love cars, I love racing, and it started when I was a fan of Sailor Moon. If you're a fan of Sailor Moon, I think you know where I'm going with this. I loved Sailor Uranus. I was in love with her. I wanted to be her to the point where I think I managed to get a pixie cut finally that matched her hair. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But she introduced me to Formula One racing because she was a racer. And from then, I loved racing. And uh, this book is my love letter to The Fast and the Furious, Need for Speed, Gone in 60 Seconds. You name a racing movie, I have watched it. And this book is a thriller that involves an alternate world where it is a mobocracy, where the mob rules. They are essentially the government of the city of Terra One, and they control drag racing. Basically, they use drag racing as a way to earn money. And RC, my main character, Rebecca Camille, is the in the top 10 of the best racers. She's actually number 3. And this story chronicles her journey to becoming number 1. Who she has been dying to win the Impulse Cup since she started racing. And the challenge of this year's Impulse Cup is that there is a killer on the loose, and that killer is targeting the top 10 racers of the Impulse Cup. So there's a lot of this is my thriller novel. It has a lot of twists and turns. It is also a love story, not only with racing, but also with RC and how she deals with the people that she loves in this book. And I just I just wanted to share it with all of you today. And if you notice, it's a different I use a pen name for this book. I didn't use Kate Evangelista for this one. Why? Because I wanted to dedicate this not only to my dad, but to my mom. Eva is my dad's, a part of my dad's last name, Evangelista, so EVA. And then Munoz is my mom's maiden name. So I wanted this book to be for them, for the both of them, and how much they loved each other, no? And I miss my dad every day. I actually dedicated this book to him. Yeah. So I said, for dad, gone but never forgotten. Thank you for sharing your love of cars with me. I miss you every second, every minute, every hour. So I promised I wasn't gonna cry, so I won't. But yes, so I wanted to show all of you this, and it's just so good to be holding this in my hands and to know that it finally is out into the it's out in the world, and that other people will be able to read it. And i'm just I'm just I hope that my dad is I know that my dad is proud of me. He he always said, even during his final days, when we were sitting together alone in the hospital, yeah, he said, I'm always proud of you. He was my number one fan. So, okay, so I'm a blubbering mess now, so I'll leave you. So I just wanted to share this with you, and I wanted to share a bit of my journey with you. And yeah, so after this video, back to our regular scheduled programming. Um, so I hope that you have a great weekend, and hug the people you love. Tell them that you love them, and give, if you haven't spoken to someone for so long, give them a call, because this year has been a trash fire for many people as well. So if you can give someone that bit of comfort and tell them that you're thinking about them and that they're still here, do that, because you don't know, one day they just won't be there anymore, and all you really have is a book to remember them by, or something. So all right, so I'll see you in my next video. Bye.